Bears. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Soldier Field. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And they're on the 21-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here we go. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. To throw is Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Fields going to keep it running right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Go. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Here we go. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 5-yard Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Well, this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Extend.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for him.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
43 yards that time.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left.
Now Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The 2 is going to change things up. On third down, here comes Mostert.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he goes out right around the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
20 TX. 20 TX.
From the gun, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Go ahead.
8 yards to go on second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Mostert. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
They hand it off to Mostert.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Jones now on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 109 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Achane on 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the option right is Fields. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll run again.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Tonight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.